Meanwhile, the Wall Street Journal, Jerry Baker, our friend who works upstairs here, he has written a thought-provoking column. It's titled Barack Obama and the Democrats' Politics of Contempt. And essentially what it says is if you're thinking about how the mainstream media essentially is saying, hey, if you're thinking about voting for Donald Trump, it's either because you're bad or because you're stupid. It's contemptible.
So this is what a portion of the article says. Is it impossible, for example, that black men may think Mr. Trump would do a better job for the economy than another Democratic administration, or that the Democrats' denial that sex is a biological reality is a serious threat to both the nation's values and science, or that Hispanics might want a candidate who has a record and a promise of imposing a tough immigration policy that will keep the country safer? The Democratic self-ordained mission to make better humans of us all is not only tiresomely elitist, it's also of dubious political value. If you have such a low opinion of voters, they may end up having a low opinion of you.
Mm-hmm. So one thing that I've discovered from the Democrats by doing these barbershops and talking with voters of different parties, but of course, in the barbershop, you got some Trump voters as well, which it's new because there's never been a Republican on the ticket in modern day time to get so much support from black men. And one thing that I discovered from the Harris voters that still remain with black males, they never expected that when they changed the ticket, because Joe Biden was doing bad with black males as well compared to other Democrats, but they thought by having a black woman on the ticket that it would pressure some black males to vote based on that. And the black males have completely rejected that policy position. They haven't seen anything from Kamala Harris that inspires them. They don't trust her. And the second issue is she hasn't given an answer of substance on why she hasn't put policies in right now to fix the economy. And whether you love or hate Donald Trump, a lot of black voters, specifically black males, feel like the economy was better under him, and they haven't provided a response to that.
I think there's so much to this. Number one, I think that fundamentally Trump is the first to this, and I think in future cycles we'll be there. I think people are tired of being sexualized. This is for black men, this is for black women, this is for Hispanic men, this is for Hispanic women, this is for women, this is for men. I think these, most of all, they're Americans. They want an opportunity. They want an opportunity to be successful. They want an opportunity to go to school. They don't need to smoke pot for free. They don't need special loans. They need an equal playing field. And make it equal. Don't tell me I need special services. And please don't think I'm naive enough to know when you're pandering. You have 3 weeks to get an election. We all see the numbers, and you go, give them loans, give them pot, give them special housing discounts, and they'll vote for me.
That's America.
They can see through it.
That is how politics
not
have worked
3
for
weeks
a
from.
long time.
But then, listen, you could tell pandering from a program. These are individual panderings for a program.
Here's what Donald Trump has going for him. We saw what it was like under under his administration. Yeah. We saw what it was like under Kamala Harris. He had to remain in Mexico. If you sought asylum, if you're an illegal and you say, I need to leave my country and come to America, he said, you have to wait in Mexico until your hearing, and then we'll decide. Then Kamala Harris and Joe Biden come in and they do away with remain in Mexico
94
immediately.
different border rules.
Exactly. Most everybody can just walk across, declare asylum. Once you're in, you're in. Once your feet hit American soil, you're in. You don't even have to show up for your hearing. You could be a criminal and you're in. Yeah. And we've seen that. And then now they're trying to blame it on the border bill that Trump didn't sign. Guess what? That border bill came out this year. Kamala Harris they were in office
and 6
3.5
Democrats
years ago.
said no to it.
The problem with the pandering, though, to Steve and Brian's point, is that the pandering misses the mark. You want to put marijuana on the table, but people can't afford groceries, okay?
Right.
So right. I mean, putting weed on the table when people are trying to...
hungry.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
Right.
And then she says that she's going to give loans to black businesses, but then you're going to put more taxes and more regulations on those same black businesses.
Corporate taxes.
Yeah, so the policies that she's throwing out there as red meat to try to attract us misses the mark every single time.
But here's the thing, and this goes to my point with Brian, and that is American politics. It's how it's worked forever. I remember when my kids were in grade school and when they were, the kids who were running for class president, they would say, you know what? We're going to get Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling to come to our school. We're going to have candy every day at noon after lunch. Those kids always won. J.K. Rowling never came to the school, and they never got candy. But it's just one of those things people do in politics. Hey, I'll give you some free stuff.
I just hope our voting demographic don't behave like children.
Well, I mean, if you...
And don't take the shiny objects.
They learn early.
Right. I hope so.
But, I mean, by the way, why is it that black people like pot? I mean, isn't that an insult? I mean, what about the white people like Coors beer? I mean, what are you trying to do?
Well, I think there's a large demographic of Americans that are smoking weed today.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an agenda for black America. I think that's an agenda for a lot of people. But the thing is, people can't afford basic items now. Being able to buy weed, because it's illegal in a lot of states, is a luxury right now.
Yeah.
And I think it just misses the overall point of what Americans... It is pandering. It's insulting in some ways to say that is a black agenda.
That's why when the Speaker of the House was interviewed over the weekend and they say, don't we want to know the cholesterol of Donald Trump? He goes, no one cares about Donald Trump's cholesterol. We care about being able to afford our groceries.
So let's just go with high.
Right.
It's high. He eats out of McDonald's.
On the ballot in the state of Florida is legalizing pot this year. So that's going to drive a lot of people.
It's a red state, too.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.